not that hard. Come on up, we're just gonna go in circles and clap our hands. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, come on up. moving great. yourselves a big round of applause. You guys did a great job. Alright, that was just the first half of your cardio workout. We want you guys to take a quick break. Make sure you guys get hydrated, get some water, and make sure you guys stop off and grab your dandia. Ladies and gentlemen, Raas is coming up next, so make sure you guys stop off and go ahead and get your Raas sticks. Ladies and gentlemen, get your dandias. We're gonna come up, we're gonna do Raas right after this track. celebrate. You know everybody wants to be here, so I need you guys to make some noise for your future bride and groom. Come on, you guys, let's hear for Kruti and Saurabh. All right, of course this evening would not be possible without our closest friends and family, and of course I'd like to introduce to you your MCs and hosts of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Saurabh's cousin slash best friend. And also, we have this beautiful wife. Ladies and gentlemen, your MCs, let's hear it for Bunky and Amit.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sangeet. I am the older cousin of Saurabh and his best man.
Hello everybody, my name is Amit or Sara. Yes, I have two names. Welcome to a Bollywood night for a very Bollywood couple. To kick off, all I want to say, especially because the groom-to-be is a huge fan of rhyming everything. Jumme ki raat, प्यार की एक बात, Bollywood का हाथ, Saurabh Kruti के साथ. So welcome everyone.
So welcome to the Sharaf Sangeet. So to kick things off first, we have a few words from some of Saurabh's best friends, his Trojan buddies, three of his groomsmen, Suraj, Sonny, and Anand.
behalf of all of Saurabh's closest friends, we want to thank you all for being here and joining Saurabh and Kruti on their wonderful voyage together. My fondest memory of Saurabh was actually the first time we met. We were at Parkside, and I was walking to a class, I guess, and he was walking back to Parkside. By the way, is where I lived with both of these guys freshman year. And Saurabh just passed by me. I had no idea who he was, and he's like, "Hey, are you Indian?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am actually." And he's like, "Oh, you should join this club. It's called SCIA." And prior to joining USC, I, had a couple Indian friends growing up, and little did I know that Saurabh's little suggestion would have me be, board member, president of the Indian club, and spend years and years and years with these guys. But I just want to say, with Saurabh, we've had a special bond. Both of us are only children. We've shared in a lot of personal discussions about growing up in that circumstance. And I just want to say that Saurabh, you've always been a great brother. And Kruti, you're very lucky to have this man in your life. And Saurabh, likewise, you're actually luckier to have Kruti in your life. So I wish you both the best. And I'm very happy to be here and celebrate with you guys. And I'm going to pass it off to Sonny.
Saurabh, Kruti, many of you guys may not know this, but I've known Kruti longer than I've known Saurabh. And here I am standing as Saurabh's groomsman, so a little bit of a twist there. But I met Kruti in high school, and you just don't gain that same bond as in college, right? In college, you're doing all the minds are going wild once you hit that prime teenage, young 20s age. So anyway, neither here nor there. Go on, Sonny. I'm glad this isn't a roast, because I definitely have some stories from college, but I think one of the few times I really bonded with Saurabh, one of the many times I bonded with Saurabh was when we both went to Seattle together. We had an awesome weekend. We went and saw a Mariners game. We went to the top of the Space Needle. We saw a sunset together. I was like, oh man, I should be with my girlfriend, my wife, and you should be with Kruti, but we were stuck with each other. So it was a pretty fun weekend, and we got to bond over philosophy. We had some late night discussions around politics and just how the world is circular, and there was a lot of drinking involved. So as in karma, and everything goes around in the world, comes back to you, and like I said, philosophy. But anyway, Kruti, on that weekend, I realized Saurabh's a very energetic, fun-loving, fashion-forward kind of person, kind of guy, and you're gonna have lots of new experiences with him. Even after 11 years of being together, you guys are gonna go on new trips, go to Spain, and you're gonna enjoy each other's company just like the way I did with Saurabh on my trip to Spain. Not that way, guys. Calm down. We had separate rooms, separate beds, everything was fine. Relax. Anyway, so pass it on to Suraj.
Give it up for Sonny. Well then. So I've actually known Kruti longer than I've known Saurabh. We went to high school together, so it's a bit of a twist. We actually should have coordinated. Sonny and I wrote this speech together. No, so Sonny, me, and Kruti all went to Ayala. Any bulldogs? Got one bulldog. But Saurabh and I have obviously gotten very close over the many years, and I'm very lucky to be one of his groomsmen and lucky to be his friend. He's been a bit of a a pain at times when we were on the teams together, dancing through the state. And he's been a bit of a mentor at times, guiding me through some really difficult decisions that I've gone through. So I would say Saurabh is a little bit of the best of everything. You know, he's a great friend. He loves his friends, loves his family. He's incredibly cheap. So when I was getting married, one of my first phone calls was to one of my good friends, Saurabh, and I said, "Goodbye, Kim Cho. I need a really good deal on a ring."
And he pointed me to Miss Nirali, who's married now. I don't know your last name, I believe she's. But that hooked up, and that was, it was the right decision for me. And then thinking of Kruti, I know she's just such a sweet girl. Just a darling girl, also very family-oriented, also loves her friends, also very cheap. So I remember talking to Kruti sometimes when she was in high school, and she would be taking these cans to the recycling bin and I was like, wow, she's so like into the environment, like Captain Planet or something. I'm like, there's probably better ways, but hey, everyone needs to do their part. And she's like, yeah, this is 5 cents and this is 15 cents. And when Saurabh heard about this, his eyes, his pupils turned into little hearts. He was like, ah, and then stole me away. And I was like, okay, there's a match. So I think, thinking of these two and their similarities and their journey together, it was magical the way it all came together, the proposal. And of course, Saurabh was a bit of a showman. And thank God I proposed before he did, because I don't know how anyone would follow what he did, where we all got to see the memories of how they came together. But I know we all get to take part in that a little bit every day that we log into Facebook. So 14 days ago, 14 years ago, we met and we had Cheetos. It was magical. And 14 days from now, I would love to. I'm like, this is corny, but that is so sweet. Like, that is just awesome. Then, 13 years ago, we had Taco Bell, and 13 days from now, I'm like, bro, 30 years ago, you were born. 30 seconds from now, I'm about to block you from my Facebook wall. I love every post. I like every post, but I think what it comes down to is I think what it comes down to is Saurabh, you want to exclaim your love for Kruti from the top of the hilltop, and that just shows your passion for her and how much you're going to take care of her. And I just am so excited for the journey you guys are going to have together. Congratulations, guys.
They know stories about Saurabh or what? And you guys, by the way, got the censored version. I saw what they were going to say, and they didn't say any of it, which is good.
That's great.
So, one of the things we know about Saurabh and Kruti is that they have a love for Bollywood.
But I don't know if everyone in the room knows that they're obsessed with one particular actress. Her name is Deepika Padukone. Right. To the point that they primarily listen to her songs, stare at her face, moon at her expressions, die at her every latka and jhatka. Basically, they're obsessed. Yeah.
And we recently heard an interesting interview with Deepika where she talks about Saurabh and Kruti.
Apparently there's a little bit of history there. I mean, take a look. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Sharaf Show. Today we have a very special guest. It is the gorgeous Deepika Padukone. Hi Deepika, thank you so much for being here and talking to us. because I know talking about Saurabh and Kruti is deeply personal for you. So thank you very much.
Nice introduction.
So Deepika, let me get right into it. What do you think of Saurabh?
Well, yes, I think he's very good looking. I think he's very charming. I think he speaks very well. He's very intelligent for his age. And
wow, I hope you've told him this. On that note, why don't you tell us 3 things about Saurabh that none of us know?
that he cries very easily. That he's addicted to sweet and chocolate. He loves sleeping.
That was great! You sure do know him! But tell me something, Deepika. Is it me, or do you think that Saurabh can be a bit over dramatic at times?
He's very, he's full of tamasha, and you have to love it because he is what he is. You know, he's not at all apologetic about his personality or the clothes that he wears or the shaving on his head. You know, it is what it is.
I can totally see that. I mean, look what he's wearing today and the way he did Garba Raas today.
That's right.
But moving on to a slightly tougher question. I mean, we all know he's getting married to the love of his life, Kruti. But how was it for you, Deepika, when he broke up with you? What did you feel?
But I woke up one morning just feeling empty, you know, like this piteous feeling in my stomach. I woke up like feeling directionless. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I had these bouts of feeling so low that I just started crying.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Do you need a tissue? In talking about breakup, after he broke up with you, he's moved on, you've moved on. How is your relationship with Kruti now?
She may not be someone I meet often, she may not be someone I speak to every day, but that doesn't mean that there is any negativity where that's concerned.
That is great! Okay, now Deepika, we're gonna play a game. It's called Rapid Fire. I'm gonna ask you questions, and you just have to like fire off answers, whatever the first thing that pops into your mind. They can be a little awkward, but see what you can do. First question for you. What is one thing that Saurabh prefers in you over Kruti?
I'm more flexible than him.
That was really good. Actually, on that note, name another thing that Saurabh likes of yours over Kruti's.
मेरे पास बाल है.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the table. Name one thing that Saurabh likes from Kruti over you.
A mustache?
To end this conversation, I just want to know, I mean, everything is over and done with between you and Saurabh and Kruti, but what did that relationship mean to you?
Nothing. Nothing. It means nothing to me.
What? Nothing? I mean, a slight disappointment?
Oh, no, not at all. I wasn't disappointed. I laughed it off actually. I mean, because I feel like people like that don't even deserve to be around.
Thank you, Deepika. Thank you very much. This has been an eye-opening conversation with you about Saurabh and Kruti and about their relationship. We wish you all the very best, and I hope you wish them the same. Bye-bye. Till next time.
Thank you.
That was a very eye-opening interview, to say the least.
I mean, now we understand their obsession. We didn't know.
And other than our little circle of friends, this will not be mentioned ever again.
Never, ever.
By the way, that interview up there, the interviewer up there, she's kind of cute.
Okay, moving on.
I'll have to get her number.
Okay guys, moving on. We all know how much love we all have for the beautiful bride-to-be. Next up, I would like to invite some of her bridesmaids that are from all walks of her life childhood friends, college friends, Nirali, Amanda, and Monica.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda. So I've known Kruti since middle school, but it probably wasn't until high school that we became pretty close friends, and we still are today. So Kruti was actually the first passenger in my car after I got my learner's permit. I'm not sure that it was legal for her to be riding in my car, but you know, my mom wrote a note, we left it in the dashboard, her mom wrote a note saying it was okay. So to us, it was all okay. We went to SAT class together, and I remember the first day we came back, Kruti was like, well, we should celebrate somehow. We should go get something to eat. So we ended up going to Subway. Pretty sure there was a coupon involved. But yeah, so it's just like things like that. Kruti will always just, you know, text me when she was in LA. She would text me and be like, let's grab dinner. I have a coupon. But you know, it's just nice that she takes the time to check in, you know, catch up. We'd always text, and then when we'd meet for dinner, we'd end up staying out for, you know, hours, just chatting, talking about boys. Saurabh in particular. So, you know, those are the memories that I cherish with Kruti, and I hope, you know, more of those will be in the future for us. I hope we move to LA, move back, so yeah. And then Saurabh, I really can't remember the first time I had met him because I just feel like he's just always been there. Like he just was always there. But I just know he's so friendly, so warm, so open and welcoming. I was so happy that he decided to switch schools for grad school, and he came to Anderson, my side of town. And then yeah, and then one of, you know, my favorite memories of being with them was when they took me to the Magic Castle. So that was, you know, a great experience. I remember going into the small one-on-one stage where the magician does like magic up close to the cards, and I got picked to sit up front with him, and he guessed what card I was sitting on, and I have no idea how he did that, and I'm hoping Saurabh tells me one day, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So I just wish you guys, you know, the happiest life, the best wedding on Sunday, and the best night tonight.
Hi guys, I'm Nirali, and I met Kruti about 10 years ago, freshman year dorm. I will tell you about that story when we met because it's pretty funny, and I think it really shows the initial impression Kruti sets on people. And then, yeah. So I was sitting freshman year, welcome week, in the dorms, and Kruti walks by, and of course Facebook was very popular then, and I had noticed on Facebook that she was from Arcadia, and I'm from La Crescenta, so we're kind of rival high schools. So she walks by, and I'm like, hey, you're Kruti, right? And you're from Arcadia. And she's like, no. If you looked at my Facebook, it says Arcadia, Chino Hills. I'm actually from Chino Hills. Check Facebook. I was like, okay, nice to meet you. So she was a little sassy in the beginning, but then, you know, soon after, she was actually extremely welcoming. She brought me into Indian Club, got me into Culture Show, and, you know, really introduced me and welcomed me really warmly, and we ended up living together for about 2 years in college and really continued to grow our friendship. I've only known Kruti with Saurabh and Saurabh with Kruti. I've never known them apart, and the small period of time you guys weren't together, I just didn't, you know, it didn't make sense. I really love you guys together, and living together with Kruti, I got to see Saurabh a lot, and one thing I really appreciate about your guys' love is you always challenge each other to be better. You don't just take each other for face value, your strengths, your weaknesses, you're always asking for more, and I think that's really important in a relationship, and I know that's going to take you guys so far and just grow your love stronger and stronger, and I can't wait to see that happen, and I'm so happy that I could be part of that. So let the celebrations continue and can't wait to party on Sunday. Love you guys.
Hi. Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Monica. I'm Kruti's BFF for 20 years. So that's a long time. So me and Kruti, we actually grew up on really different parts of Southern California, meaning that we didn't get to see each other that often. But when we did, we would have these marathon-long slumber parties. So we would stay at one another's houses for days on end, and we would do everything with each other's friends and families. And there was this one time, I think we were like 11 and 12 years old, and she was staying at my place, and my aunt took us to the mall, which was very typical. And at that point in our lives, me and Kruti were in our boy band phase. So we were really obsessed with the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And we were just wandering around Macy's and we saw it. It was these limited edition collector buttons of NSYNC. And we were both like, we had to have them. So I had this brilliant idea that we should just take them. And Kruti was like not for that at all. She was really against it because, you know, she's such a good girl. And I somehow convinced her that this was like a really good idea and that she should let me like just lead this and we should just take them. And also to promise not to tell our parents. So we did it. And we got back to my room, and we were admiring our loot. And my aunt comes in the room just to check on us and say hi. And the first thing that comes out of Kruti's mouth is, "Look what we jacked from the mall." And, you know, I have a lot of stories about Kruti, but this is one of my favorite ones. So when my aunt heard that, she was pissed, of course, but her response was awesome. She said, "Girls, if you're gonna steal something good. Steal diamonds, steal gold, something like awesome." And okay, but I love that story about Kruti because I think I knew from a really early age that she's just a really kind-hearted person. And she'll still, you know, even if I'm doing something stupid, she still has my back. And that's what I love about her. And, you know, I have your back too. If you ever want to steal something, like diamonds or gold, I got you.
Continuing on with this Bollywood night, continuing on with this Sharaf Sangeet, continuing with this obsession with Bollywood.
So we took a trip with these two to Europe last fall, and both of them knew all the cities, all the places we were going and visiting, not by guidebooks, not by history, but by where certain Bollywood movies were shot, or some songs were filmed. I mean, it was amazing. It was incredible.
So, why are you worried? So, as much as Saurabh loves Deepika, Kruti loves Hrithik Roshan. You guys remember Kaho Na Pyar Hai?
Oh yeah.
Well, take a look. That was Kruti singing in the background. Let's give a round of applause for our beautiful bride's voice. And let's not do anything for Saurabh's acting. So, coming up next, we have three of Saurabh's other groomsmen, Sachin, Ravi, and Rushabh. Come on up, gentlemen.
Put me on the spot here. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sachin. My relationship with Saurabh started probably like 25 years ago. The best way to describe it is that we're cousins-in-law. So we share a cousin named Bunkit and Urbida. So I knew of Saurabh for a long time. I mean, just stories through Bunkit and Urbida. But when I decided to go to Anderson, UCLA Anderson, I found out that Saurabh was also going. So I said, okay, let me reach out to him. Maybe we can room together. If nothing else, it's just somebody else to know. So we decided to room together, and it was an interesting 2 years. Some stories I can't talk about. Actually, most stories I can't talk about. But living with Saurabh was kind of an emotional roller coaster, Kruti. No. Saurabh was an awesome guy, and to no surprise, he was a superstar at Anderson. He was the guy with the most consulting offers, the highest grades of anyone in the entire class, and every professor had great things to say about him. And so initially, I was like, man, who is this guy? Like he's like crazy. And had a lot of emotions going through me at that time. I was a little envious, like, damn. And then I was a little sad at myself, like not keeping up. And I'm like, fuck, man, just bleep. So that little mistake there was part of living with Saurabh. I picked up on other habits. But no, so in the end, Saurabh has always been the most positive guy, the most comforting, the most person that encourages you to do your best. And so, I honestly think that I probably wouldn't have done as well and learned as much without rooming with Saurabh. So thank you. I never told you that, but it pushed me a lot just to see how awesome you are and keeping up with that. So appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah. Why is it so quiet here? But no, I came to LA. I knew some people, obviously I knew my family here, but I came to LA knowing Saurabh as a cousin-in-law, and I left knowing him as a brother. Thank you. Love you.
Prepared. All right, my name is Ravi Sharma. I've known Saurabh since going to USC for nearly 13 years. And as you guys know, over the past few years, Saurabh has taken a keen liking to poems. He likes rhyming things. So Saurabh, buddy, I wrote you a poem. It's limited to 60 seconds, so just bear with me, all right? All right. Longer have I known the bride, but both I love the same. In my heart, they are tied. It's a pretty good start. With Kruti, it was playing the big brother role. With chauffeur trips to the Brea Mall, I would dole. My relationship with Saurabh started on Njane, where I showed him the importance of shaving his chest and getting cray-cray. Not to mention, now you can watch him whip, watch him nay-nay. Since the beginning, Kruti was always a Bollywood queen. And Saurabh, well, a Taco Bell fire sauce fiend. Over the years, Saurabh used this fire to kick butt in school and work and grind. It didn't take long for Kruti to see that he was also a true gentleman and kind. Kruti had finally found her Mr. Right. It was in ShahroffMagic, and his Bollywood flow was tight. Second page. Their phones wouldn't stop hotline blinging. Their hearts for each other were now singing. At the SLS Hotel, Saurabh got down on one knee and gave Kruti a ring. She said yes, finally making him a king. His proposal was magical, as he had no fear. For his guests, he also did provide paneer. I like the paneer, thank you very much. Jokes aside, I would like to leave you both with some advice. Always put each other first, communicate, and be nice. Always strive to bring out each other's best. Know that together you can accomplish anything if put to the test. And now I'd like to wrap this up. I'm limited to 60 seconds. Everybody, please slap your cup. Raise your cup. Raise your cup. You guys all have cups, just raise your cups. As I look at you two today, the beautiful couple, and the love and admiration you have for each other, may you continue to respect, accept, and love every aspect of one another. Love you guys. Cheers.
So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Rushabh. I promise not to curse. So sorry guys, I just had to say that. So like many of my friends who spoke earlier, I've known Saurabh since our freshman year at USC. And when I first met him, we kind of clicked instantly. You know, we were both 18 years old. We were both 130 pounds. And we really only wanted one thing out of college. We wanted to gain 20 pounds of muscle. And so we decided right then and there, I think maybe within the first week of meeting each other, that we would go to the USC gym every day for a year. And we actually did that. We went every single day for a year. And Saurabh was very focused and very disciplined about it. And because of that, so was I. And he made us have a protein shake before and after going to the gym, every single day. And after a year, we weighed in, and we were still 130 pounds. And there's a lot of theories on why. If you ask one of our friends, Suraj, it's because we don't eat meat. And maybe, but I can see him cheering himself every day. You know, I think what that year taught me about Saurabh is the kind of person he is. And I think I can best describe it in 3 traits. He's loyal. He will always have your back. Whenever you need him, he will be there for you, and anything he can do to help you, career-wise, friendship-wise, you know, success, he will want that for you. He is trustworthy. What can I say about trustworthy? You heard 3 of my friends earlier, Sonny, Suraj, and Anand. And you know, I have a 10-month-old daughter, and thank you, Saurabh, for introducing me to my wife. But I would not let them babysit my daughter. But I would let Saurabh babysit anytime. And I would say, lastly, he's caring. You know, he will always be the one that you wouldn't expect to have that kind of compassion and that kind of love, but that's just the kind of person he is. So I think, you know, to sum all this up, Saurabh, I'm so proud of the man you've become. I think, you know, I'm honored to be here today. And Kruti, I think the 3 traits I mentioned earlier about Saurabh are what is going to make him a great husband and a great partner for your life. And so let's all give Saurabh and Kruti you know, a round of applause for this wedding.
About Saurabh. Did not expect that. I mean, whatever. Okay, well, that's what they feel.
And there is the flip side of that. We just haven't gotten to that just yet.
Yeah, because to me, he's always acting like a hero. I mean, he walks like one, he talks like one, he always is trying to act like one, for sure.
So Saurabh thinks that when he walks, the wind blows in his hair. Saurabh thinks that when it rains, he should get his clothes wet because it's hot and sexy.
Yeah.
Saurabh thinks that his life is one big Bollywood movie?
You guys decide. Well, next up, I would like to invite Karishma Mehta, Kruti's friend, to come up on the stage and recite a poem for the beautiful bride and the groom.
Round of applause!
Hi everyone, I'm Karishma, and for those of you who don't know, I met Kruti 4 years ago, and we roomed together. And I don't know if you know this, but when I offered you a place, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna live with me? She's not gonna be my friend afterward? Because I am difficult to live with. But lo and behold, Kruti did remain my friend, and we have a great relationship. We did sprinkles runs at midnight and things, and I got to know Saurabh. And Saurabh, I also have a confession to make. I did not know who you were when you started talking to me at all. My Facebook stalking was not as apt as it is today. So I had absolutely no idea that you existed. Sorry. Hobby, which is shayari. And it's in Hindi, so I will translate for anybody after. And when she asked me to speak, I wrote this for the both of you. So here it goes. मैं हूर परी तेरी तुम जादूगर मेरे गुजरने चले हम मोहब्बत की धुन पर लिखने चले हम एक अनजाने रास्ते पर जवानी एक दूसरे के नाम पर मंजिल की परवाह नहीं साथिया मेरे सफ़र के कदम काफ़ी है अपनी निशानी बनाने के लिए. So for those of you who are not familiar with Hindi, it says, I am your angel, you are my magician. We have set out on love's beat. We've set out to write on an unknown road our youths to each other's names. I don't care about the destination. I don't care about the destination, my friend. The steps of our journey are enough to make our mark on life. Thank you.
We have another round of applause for that, please. Your loved friends are just so creative.
And they are so nice. I feel like we have nothing nice to say about you guys. I mean, like for example, not only do they create their own songs and like act like a hero and a heroine, on top of that, Saurabh is also obsessed with choreography. He wants everything choreographed. He thinks he's a Prabhudeva or Suraj Khan, I mean, at different points of times. So, yeah, we're like really tired of this.
We're so tired because Saurabh wants to choreograph, for example, for this wedding, how his bridesmaids enter. Yeah, I said his bridesmaid. Because he's a good one. How his groomsmen enter the wedding. He wants to choreograph how he enters the wedding. He wants to choreograph how people dance at the Barat.
Yeah, I mean seriously, who does that? What? So, our family's had enough of it. We've decided we've had enough of it. We're saying no now.
We're saying no to this tyrant. And we're saying we can do whatever you do, we can do it better.
Yes, and we can prove it. Hit it, please.
So, how about that mic drop by Bob? Kobe, Obama, eat your heart out.
I mean, we were so good that we had some family dancing horizontally. I mean, can you do that? Yes, we were that good.
So, we are really excited to be here. Are you guys having a good time? I hope you're getting the sense that Saurabh and Kruti, they love their Bollywood, but more importantly, we love both of you.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it doesn't look like, but we do.
We just won't say it.
Yes.
But perhaps more importantly than our love for you, or everybody's love for you in this room, your love together is incredibly special. The love that you two have for one another that has spanned a very long time is the thing that dreams are made of. And to get to the point that we are here today to celebrate their wedding, it took a little bit of steps. What do we got to do to be able to get there? Well, Soda put together a proposal.
Should we show that? That's really nice though.
So,
okay.
Let's put it.
Okay.
Let's put it on.
Okay, fine.
Let's see how...
I laid eyes on you 10 years ago when we had the ship. This is the first time we spent together where we were waiting. Every time I wasn't with you, my heart was missing. We stole kisses in the park. We did the child's play cliche. We were apart during UCI, USC, Manchester, and Bombay. Only grew closer to you, despite breaking away. We've come a long way since that day at the Long Beach Cafe. Kruti, I love you. There's 120 reasons why I strung you a line. I want to grow old with you, only to get better. Lifeline one. You know that you are my rock, my fire.
You guys wanted it, you guys got it. This is your Bollywood movie, in real.
Round of applause.
Suraj and Kruti.
Last but not least, we have the pleasure and honor of introducing two of our amazing cousins, Dhwani and Vishwa, who are going to have a special performance for us this evening.
And
they're going to show how the Shah family really dances.
Correct.
Do you recall that long ago we would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember? All we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. A little kiss, fire gun, we would need someone to
Anupam's wife, and Saurabh's sister. So can we give a big round of applause to Dhwani and Visha for an amazing performance? We clearly have some Bollywood stars here in the family, not only you, Saurabh. So I can't believe that we're here at this Sangeet, getting ready for your wedding. I cannot believe that. Soda Mama's getting married. Soda Mama's getting married. So I remember when you were less than 1 year and I was holding you on my hip at Toys R Us. And now I'm at your wedding. I cannot believe this. After I have 3 kids of my own here that you are always spending time and having a great time with. So I just want to say thank you very much for everybody coming and for all the family that came from distances to be here to celebrate this amazing weekend for Kruti and Saurabh's wedding. So thank you very much.
I'm Dhwani, Saurabh's older sister by a small margin. Also, you know, I resonate everything that Arpita Ben says. We have so many stories and memories from when we were little and to us growing up, going to high school, college, everything at the same time. We are so thankful that everyone is here celebrating with us today, and we are so excited, Kruti, for you. I think you already are a part of our family. This is just official business. So we're so excited to get this party started. And there's more dancing still. So everyone, please come join us on the dance floor. And we're just so excited. Thank you so much, everyone.
And before we conclude, we just want to say a quick thank you to Sachin and Neil. Those video clips that you saw edited together is thanks to them. Thank you. And finally, as we've said, on behalf of the Masis, Hina Doshi, Rita Vasani, thank you all so much for coming. Let's get the party started. Let's have some fun.
Run the track, run the track, run the track, and nobody look back. Them say, run the track.